everyone, it's Mona here at Craft Klatch. Today we're going to be making a big Christmas ornament. For this project we're working on here, I have this metal ornament shape that is recessed in the middle, and I bought it at Michael's, and it has a string already attached. And all I did here is I ran some glue around the edges, because on these metal pieces you'll find that there's actually gaps in certain spots. So I ran glue around the one side and then the other side, just to ensure that nothing is going to leak through. And I've mixed my Easy Cast. I have about 3 ounces, and I have some glitter, but I have my resin mixed, and I'm going to start adding some of the glitters right into there. Don't be shy. And I also have these snowflakes. Alright, so my plan for this one is just to pour it in. Then I'm going to take some of these, and they have little strings attached to them so they hang. So I'm going to snip those off real quick. And I don't know if these will sink or if they'll stay higher up. Now the first thing I'm going to do is hit it with a lighter. Pop bubbles, try not to set that string on fire. Now I'm going to start adding these. And if they sink, that's fine. If they float, perfect. And we're going to just let this sit. It actually looks really cute just this way, but this is not how we're going to leave it. This first layer has cured, and now I'm going to add this metal bird and this wooden Merry Christmas. And I have all of this is from Michael's, and I'm going to glue these on. So I have some super glue, and I want to get the placing. I want him over as far as it can go. And I don't think this guy will move at all, so I'm not too worried about him. I'm more worried about the wood piece floating than I am about the bird. So I just need to tack this down, so I'm going to put it just in a couple of spots, just so that when I do pour the resin, that it's going to stay in place. It's not going to go floating around on me. So long as it stays, we're good to go. Now this is glued on, and I think it should be good. And I have about 1 ounce, and it's going to take more than 1 ounce to fill in the rest of this. Now if you're going to notice, I'm going to pour this over the wood lettering. I want to do that because this will help seal it, and there will be fewer bubbles then when I do the final pour. So I'll help move this around, and I have a ton of bubbles right around the wood, and that's what wood does. So that's why I wanted to make sure I did that. And then hit it with the lighter. And be careful, because you don't want to set your project on fire. Remember, this is wood and fire. So go very quickly over the wood piece, and you're going to want to come back a couple of times, because that wood's going to continue to expel some bubbles. I have 2 more ounces here that I'm going to fill the rest of this up with. Hopefully that'll be enough. If not, we'll have to add a little bit more. And then we'll be able to move on to the other side. Okay, then I'm going to hit it with the lighter. Pop bubbles, and then let it set. Ooh. Try not to set the string on fire. So the front side is finished, and I love the way it turned out. I'm really pleased with it. So now we have to do the other side, and I let this cure for a couple days. And because your resin might settle different ways, it might not be level if you just put it down on your table. So I have some parchment paper, and I have little pieces of cardboard underneath it and a level, just to make sure that I will have it perfectly level, or at least close enough, hopefully, for when I do this side. So I have my resin, and I'm going to do the very same thing. I'm going to take both sides of this and just start dumping it right in here. Mix it around, get it nice and frosty looking. Okay, I'm going to pour it in. Alright, I'm going to hit it with the lighter, get the bubbles popped. Now I've got the snowflakes just like before. I'm going to just kind of lay them on there. We're going to let this cure. So this is cured, and now I have mixed 2 more ounces of the Easy Cast. And I bought this at Michael's also. It was on sale, and it's just an ornament. It actually has a hole here, but I don't think you'll notice it once we put it in. And I don't want to submerge the whole thing into the resin, because as I found with other gems and other things that I've done, once the resin covers it, you lose all of the beveling and all of the definition. So my goal is to have it kind of somewhat raised, so that means I don't necessarily want it all the way to the top because I don't want this covered. So I'm going to put a layer down, like kind of move around. Now I'm going to take my lighter, pop bubbles, and I'm going to place it right in there. I'm going to add a little more of the resin, and I'm going to be careful when I'm doing it so it doesn't go too high. So we'll let it cure, come back, and see how it looks. I have 1 more ounce of resin that I'm going to pour in. Hopefully fill in the gap just a little bit more. We'll let that sit overnight, and then we'll come back. Okay, so it has cured. Here's the one side, and here is the other. And it's hard to tell, but maybe you can tell if I have it on an angle that it's raised. So it gives a different look, and it's kind of fun. Be sure to let me know what you think of the ornament in the comments below, and which side you like better, or maybe you just like them both. And then you can just hang it, and you can hang it with one side against a wall if there's one side you like better, or you can hang it, you know, where it's sideways, so if you're walking past it one way or the other, you can see both sides. As always, you guys, thank you so much for subscribing, for sharing, for commenting, for watching, and for liking my videos. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a very happy holiday. I will see you Friday for another Coaster Friday, and then we're off to the new year. In the meantime, you guys, stay safe and happy crafting.